Welcome to my last podcast. Let's get into it. Today is our Sunday episode. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. We're about to hop right back into the week, sadly. So hopefully you guys are listening to the podcast and it's giving you a good day, a good way to start off your day. So let's get into today's thread. It's a little interesting. It is, what did you regret finding out? So let's see what these people have regret finding out. So, my mother moved back to her home country when I was 9. I was always told she could never come back to my country due to visa/immigration issues. She confirmed last year that this was not the case and she would come back anytime. I realized she chose not to. Oh, ouch, damn. Okay. Ooh, that one's a little tough. All right. That the stench we've been smelling on my block in the middle of the 100-degree weather was not, in fact, a possum, but rather my neighbor dead in his backyard. Oh my God. Imagine there's just this terrible stench and everybody's just like, it's probably like some dead possum or something like that. Then a week later, you find out that your neighbor was dead in the backyard and that's what everybody was smelling. That's crazy. Wow. When I found out a friend I grew up with had died, then sat down and counted on my fingers how many people I grew up or went to school with are already dead. Geez, I'm only in my 30s. Stop dying already, people. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know many people that I went to high school with that have died. You know what I mean? Like, that's wild. That's kind of a scary thought if I'm being real with you. Jeez. When my grandmother died, my mom had me send her, my grandmother's engagement ring, back to her second husband's family. She had it for 25 years, so it was a bit of a project, but I did it. When my mom passed away 2 years ago, I found my grandmother's will. That ring was the only thing my grandmother had left for me. I always wondered why she left me out of her will because we were so close. That raises a red flag like, yo, moms, what's going on here? You didn't want me to have that ring or something? That's kind of messed up. She was like, oh, grandma wanted us to send that back, and then you do, and then later on you find out that that ring was supposed to go to you. Yo. Dude, that sucks. Your mom was kind of a dick. That's messed up. All right, triple whammy. My stepmom was a raging alcoholic. My dad worked on the North Slope, Alaska. He was gone for 2 to 6 weeks at a time. She would spend the whole time he was gone absolutely plastered, and she was not fond of me living there. When I was 14 and she was pissed drunk and mad at life, she told me that my dad wasn't my real dad, that my mom was a cheating slut and he took care of me out of pity. Whoa. I called my dad after I got her to go lay down, and he admitted it was true. Wow, 2 years later, she killed herself by taking a ton of morphine and chugging a few fifths of vodka. I didn't think it was intentional, but her sister came and handed me the suicide note where she said she was killing herself because she hated having me in her life and couldn't be with my dad without having me around. My dad didn't talk to me for 8 years after that. Yo, because he was just like, you drove my wife to end herself. Wow. That, man, the guilt that you must have felt, and like also just the pain, and like, dude, 8 years, that's scary, man. Wow. Way back in the day, I searched my name in a long-term girlfriend's G-Chat log. I quickly found a chat of her and one of her friends discussing how stupid I was for not realizing she cheated over the summer and how sick of me she was. Well, man, I don't know what G chat is. Maybe Google chat. I don't know what the fuck. Can you guys just text? Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, god damn, man. What's up with all this WhatsApp and Line and all this other crap? Like, golly. And Line, for you people, I guess I don't know. I didn't know until I just learned. But I guess Line is the text messaging app that they use in like Japan and Korea and Southeast Asia. That's what they use. They use Line, which I'm like, what? Why can't you guys just text each other? And then obviously in the UK and Europe they use WhatsApp. So you're just like, all right, well shit, I can't just text you. What happened to a phone number? But still, damn. That's hopefully he's doing better, man. Damn. Finding out someone died when I thought they were just living a great life. Whoa. Wow. I mean, at least you had high hopes for them. Like, hey, they're doing great and they're doing fantastic, Jeez. At the funeral, my aunt told me that my brother was really not my brother. My parents took in the son of a family friend. I was 2 and raised him as... I was 2 and they raised him as their own. When I was 12 and he was 23, he was hit and killed by a drunk driver. I was crying and my aunt told me to stop being a whiny baby and that I have nothing to cry about because he wasn't even my real brother. I looked up to him and I loved him so much. Miss you, Russell, no matter what. You're my brother. That's fucked up. I mean, even if you aren't blood, you know what I mean? It's like, I have a few like long-term homies I've known 15 years plus, and those guys I consider family. You know what I mean? Like, I consider them my family. It's like, dude, you died. Yes, I would cry like crazy. Like, what are we talking about here? That is super fucked up. How she was just like, get over it, stop crying. Like, what? Damn. Okay. I inherited my wife's late uncle's computer. Let's just say I had to delete a lot of unsavory porn that I'll never tell my wife about.
Bruh.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's why you have somebody dedicated to clearing your browser history. Come on, people. What are we doing here? You have someone dedicated to that. I do. I'm like, hey, if I die and you find out about it, delete my browser history, man. Do it. Because I ain't about to go down like that. My computer's not about to go to somebody else. And then they're just like, whoa, what Just saying, man. That if I don't initiate contact with my friends, they would never reach out or message me ever. The older you get, the more you realize how true that is. Man, it just sucks. Like, back in the day, man, everybody's hitting you up. Your phone is blowing up. Everybody's like, hey, you want to go do this? You want to go do that? You want to go hang out here? You want to go hang out there? You want to do this? Then you, like, get into your late 20s, and then, it's still happening, just not as often. And then you get, like, closer to your 30s or maybe even in your 30s, and it's just like nobody hits you up for anything anymore. Everybody's a homebody all of a sudden. Everybody wants to stay in. Nobody wants to do anything. Like, that's big facts. That is big facts. Yeah. You just older you get, less friends you have. I once found out what looked like an animal bite on my ankle, and I was worried about getting rabies. I looked up the symptoms, and the first symptom was apparently anxiety. Let's just say that was not helpful. Why do people WMD shit? Why do they do that? Why do they see something weird on their body, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to Google this. I bet WMD or Wiki's got the answer. Like, no, go see a doctor. Go to urgent care and get it looked at so that way they can properly tell you what it is, because you're just freaking yourself out at that point. Like, what are you doing? Goodness. How many calories are in a chocolate Costco muffin? Bro. There's like 650 calories in that one fucking muffin. It's crazy. And they come in like 8. Like, yo, that's too much. That is too much. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That's too much. Like, 650 for one muffin? Damn. That shit is crazy, bro. Meeting with ex, we're still together at the time at her place spontaneously. I know when she gets home, so I figured I'd surprise her, take her out to do something, etc. She didn't get back, unexpected and unusual, so I waited across the street. In this situation, I know better than text and create pushback on any clue of her whereabouts. This type of unusual is that kind, the gut feeling of the sudden shock. If I did anything to imply I'm around, she may not have shown up, and thanks to this, she showed up in a dude's car 2 hours later, dropped off and lied about who it was. Her friend Jane isn't 6 foot with a beard and glasses, and definitely isn't a dude. And see, man, that's what's so tough about like being in a relationship sometimes, because you want to surprise them with something, and then you find out some shit you ain't even trying to find out about, man. You're like, I don't want to find out about this. I don't want to know this. Like, I what? Damn. Let me be a little ignorant. You know, just a little bit. Like, what the hell? Oh, yeah, damn. Damn, son. That is a big regret finding out. My best friend growing up got cancer and died at the age of 27. My husband was deployed to Iraq when she died, so I basically had to deal with it all on my own. I had taken all my vacation time from work to travel back home and lay with her in bed during her final days. She didn't leave me anything in her will, but left everything to our other best friend, which is fine by me, but weird under the circumstances. I went through years of struggle with intense grief. About 3 years after her death, my husband broke down and told me they had slept together. No. Oh, which was 4 years after our wedding. No. Where she was the maid of honor. No. I called a couple of friends to confirm, and it turns out that she had nonchalantly told everyone. I don't know which I regret more, finding out that my husband slept with my dying best friend, or finding out that our best friendship was a complete sham. Oh, yo. Imagine you've been friends with this person for years. They get a deathly illness, we can say cancer, that's fine. You are distraught, your partner has to go off somewhere, and you're just left alone to deal with all of this grief and everything. And then you find out that, for one, she wasn't even fucking with you like that. 2, she fucked your partner, or he or she fucked your partner. And then on top of that, it was just like, damn, man. Damn. That has gotta suck, dude. And she was the maid of honor and everything. Like, dang. Oh, shit. I hate when it does this. Okay, here we go. I hate when it does this, when it goes back up to the top. No. Okay. Let's see. That there are people who genuinely had a happy family. My family always fought growing up, so I just assumed that everyone else's did too. Then they played nice in public. I visited my college girlfriend's family, and they were genuinely happy to be around each other and were interested in how each of them were doing. I thought they were putting on a show for me since I was there, but when I asked her later about it, she seemed shocked and informed me that it was normal behavior, and sure enough, each additional time I was around them, it was the same. I remember being so jealous at the time, and it took me a while to reconcile that with my own family was toxic. Damn, son. Damn. And that sucks for some people where they grow up in like such tough situations, and then when they finally get around a situation that's actually good for them, they're like, wait, what? Huh? This is not normal. Like, you guys should be like yelling at each other and not giving a fuck about each other's day. Like, what is going on here? What is this new concept that we're trying out here? You know, like, damn. My sister and I are adopted. Holy shit. One day, our adoptive father decides I took too long in the shower and went full ballistic rage about how you and your sister are useless. Go back to where you fucking came from. Only went downhill from there. Whoa. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Her and her sister are adopted, and just because I guess she was in the shower too long, that's how she found out. Like, damn. Hey, relax. I'll get out of the shower. Like, shit. You have to drop that kind of bomb on me. Damn. I found out that there was a rumor that I had SA'd someone in high school. I found out about the rumor almost 8 years after I had graduated. Damn. This person that was the apparent victim in the rumor is a friend of mine. She didn't start the rumor. She was just as shocked as I was to hear it. We still talk to this day. She's a wonderful person, but I can't figure out where the rumor came from, even though it's obviously not true. Still bothers me 10 years after I found out because I know there's at least someone who thinks I'm some sort of monster. Whoa. It had to have been a friend that that she probably used to talk to or something like that, where she was just like, oh my God, like he was touching me and then he tried to kiss me and it was like super awkward and da-da-da. She probably didn't mean it that way, but I think the person that she told that story to probably took it that way, like, oh my God, girl, he sexually assaulted you. And it's like, no, it's not that serious. Like, it's all good, and that other person probably didn't let it go. I don't know, but that's a little wild if you ask me. Damn. That my dad refuses to get a job because then he'd have to pay child support. I wonder why it was such a big deal, since I thought he only had one kid after my mom left. He had 5 others. Yo. With at most 4 different women. Nigga. I can see why you don't want to get a job. That's a lot of child support. I mean, man, what you doing out here? Why did my nigga, like, invest in some condoms, man? Invest in some Plan B or something. Like, what are we doing out here, brother? Like, goddamn. Like, what are we doing? That is crazy. All right, I'm going to do 2 more. Like, fuck. That I had a 21-year-old son that I never knew about. Whoa, and then that his mother told another guy that he was the father. I regret finding out because all it did was cause drama and hurt in between multiple families. Ah, son. What the fuck? That man. I think that's like a dude's worst nightmare, is finding out that you have a kid and you don't even know. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even know. Like, you just busting that in the girl, and then she just never contacts you ever again. And all of a sudden, you find out later on, because obviously the kid is going to find out eventually. You know what I mean? It's a situation where the kid is going to find out eventually. It's not like you can ever fully hide it forever. So it's like, kid's going to find out eventually. And then when the kid does, you know what I mean? They're going to go looking. Oh yeah, they're going to go looking. They're going to go hunting. Like, where is my biological? Because I need to know what's going on. Did my biological not bother, or is my biological, wanting to be a father? Like, what's up? That's crazy. All right, we're going to do one more. It's going to be our last one. Finding out the one I loved had someone else in his bed almost every week. That's crazy. Just end things and leave. Don't cheat for months and months. Facts. Bro, what was the point? You were in a relationship at that point. Like, bruh. Like, you're in a relationship at that point. Like, I wonder what the other girl thought. You know what I mean? Like, did she ever find out? I wonder if he lost both girls, or did he just lose that one? Like, goodness gracious, because it's like, bro, what are you doing? You're practically in a relationship with that girl. You might as well just break up with this girl and then go with her. It's not like shit gonna change. You know? It's like, okay, I don't know, man. Maybe he liked to have his cake and eat it too, I'm guessing. I have no idea, but that's going to be the end of that thread. Hope you guys enjoyed that thread. That was a very interesting thread. Very, 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 and I mean very interesting thread. My goodness, the shit people regret finding out. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sure I probably got some stories that I regret finding out about something too, if I'm being real with you. It's happened, you know. I think you guys even listening, it's happened to you too. You know, it happens, man. It sucks, but it happens. But that's going to go ahead and be that thread. We're going to hop into announcements. We're going to get through those super duper fast. And then we're going to get into today's scenarios that you guys have sent in. So patreon.com/mythasshole podcast. Get an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenario to be featured on Tuesday and Sunday show like these people did today that we're going to go over. If you want to help on the free 99 side of things and you're an audio listener, go ahead and download the podcast as well as rating it 5 stars on your preferred platform. I appreciate all of that support. It helps out the show a lot, and it's free. And if it's faux free, then it's faux me. And if you guys want to help even more on the free 99 side of things, click on that Linktree link down there. Go to our Instagram, TikTok, as well as YouTube, and follow us on all 3 of those. And that helps, just doing that, just hitting one little button, bam, it's beautimous. And I appreciate all the support that you guys have been showing. Appreciate that you guys have been coming back every single week and checking out all our episodes. The episodes have been getting juicy as of late. I've been noticing our threads have been getting a lot juicier because they have been coming from recommendations from you guys, so I do appreciate that. The Patreon squad has been recommending some, as well as, you know, some people on TikTok here and there, because, you know, they see the clips of like me doing certain threads and they're like, oh, you should do this thread, oh, you should do that thread, oh, you should do this thread, and so I do it. And honestly, they've been juicy, so thank you guys so much. And you guys know who you are. If you're in the Patreon and you are sending in, you know, shit to do. All right. Without further ado, let's get into our scenarios for today. First one is, am I wrong for making a man leave his wife? That's scary. Okay, so I was scrolling on Facebook about 2 months ago when I came across a post from a woman. She was talking about how she had an affair and was now grieving the loss of her partner when she decided to fix her marriage. It was just a bullshit post. I immediately thought about her husband and how embarrassed I would feel if I were in his shoes. So, like a normal person, I went on to her profile, found her husband, and sent a message on their profile. I saw that they had a 10-year-old son and 7-year-old daughter. Anyways, the message I sent was lengthy, but I will include the main points. I first started with telling him about how my dad cheated on my mom, and it was very much known. I now have some resentment towards my dad for cheating and some towards my mom for staying. I told him how this had messed up my view on love. Man, she looked up this girl's husband and was like, huh, oh, you put that back on the market? Don't mind if I do. I'm like, come on, man. Like, let's be real. All right. The second point was me asking if his self-esteem was low enough that he allowed his cheating wife to publicly humiliate him. I said how his kids could somehow see that post and wonder why mommy wasn't faithful to daddy. I will admit that I was a little harsh with my words. Infidelity is hard enough to deal with, but now you have to handle having strangers know your business. Yeah, facts, just like you weirdo. The driving point for me was asking him if he'd want his son to be in this position, and he'd want his son to deal with a cheating wife, feeling no regret for what she did. I ended my message with telling him that it's okay to leave. I honestly expected him to either curse me out and block or not to respond at all. I had forgotten about this until a week ago when he sent me a message thanking me for giving me the strength to leave. Nah, he went through your pictures and was like, ha! I mean, don't mind if I do. Like, come on now. I felt good about myself. I'm sure you did. So I told my friend about it, but she told me I was a huge bitch for ruining a marriage and splitting a child's home. She said we don't know what he did to make the wife cheat on him. So I asked the ruthless internet strangers if I'm in the wrong. Honestly, I will gladly accept that title because I only see it as me helping a man find the strength to leave a marriage where he wasn't respected. If I'm being honest with you, no, I think I'm on your side. I do. I think I'm on your side because I've always said it that, if a guy cheats, that, it was a thing where he probably actually did fuck up. He had the opportunity to put his penis in something else and just stupidly, the blood went from here to down there. He wasn't thinking, and then it's what he does after that, because once is a mistake and two is a pattern. But when it comes to women cheating, women don't cheat like that. Women don't, the blood doesn't go from here to down there and then it's like, oopsies. It just doesn't happen that way. A lot of times women will cheat because they find what they're missing in this guy and they rather be with this guy than be with, the guy that they're with. And that's kind of the reason why it's different. And so the fact that the wife cheated, it just shows me that it's like, bro, she don't want to be with you. I get it, though. That he looked at it like, well, I'm going to put up with this shit just so that way my kids can have a pretty normal childhood. And I do understand that. I commend him for, wanting to do right by his kids, and giving them a normal life. But if I'm being honest with you, man, divorce is so common nowadays. Every kid has got a fucking single parent taking care of them. Every kid is bouncing between homes. I don't think there's hardly any kids out there. Like, the kids who have two parents are the minority. The kids who are sitting there and they have a single parent or they're bouncing between parents, they are the majority. And if I'm being honest with you, man, it really kind of doesn't matter anymore, to stay for the kids and, give them the 2-parent house. It don't fucking matter. Reason being is because majority of parents are letting the internet raise their kids anyway. And you know what I mean? And these streamers and these YouTubers and all this, they're the ones pretty much raising your kid, if I'm being honest with you. And now, is that all parents? No, but that is most parents. It sucks to say that, but it is the truth. I mean, that's why the iPad kid thing is a thing. Let's be real here. And so, if I'm being honest with you, yeah, I think she's right to kind of talk this dude into being like, look, man, it ain't worth it. You can get you a woman that is going to respect you and that's going to love you and that's going to, be there for you and your kids, and you don't need her. She can go flump with the little dude she wants to go play around with, and she can go live her life. It just is what it is. So that's why I look at it like I'm on her side. I mean, now am I on the side of, her just coming out of nowhere, looking up at another woman's man and hitting him up? I mean, I still think it was, she wanted her way in, and then I think he, scoured the pictures and was just like, that ain't that bad. If I'm being honest with you, that's kind of what that seems like and what it comes off as. It could, not be that. I could be completely wrong, but it's just like, let's be real here. What woman is going to go to that lengths to do that? Unless she finds the dude kind of attractive. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Let's be real here. Come on, ladies. Let's be a little real here. You ain't gonna go through that much trouble to contact a dude you don't even know. You know what I mean? Unless he look a little good. You know what I mean? And then I don't think he gonna message back unless, you look a little good too. So let's keep it under OP here. We're all adults. Come on now. All right. We're all adults. We can handle it. We can handle it. It's all right. All right. On to the next one. You guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments, though. But on to our next one. Petty revenge. I let him cheat so I can watch him fail. Okay. All right, let's break this down. Okay, back in school, a handful of students, including myself, missed a major test due to extracurriculars. The teacher already arranged for us to take the test in the back room during regular class sessions. There was a guy, let's call him Eric, who was the typical fuckboy who behaved like he was all that in a bag of chips. Rude, obnoxious, and didn't talk to me until that hour in our testing room. Back in school, I was mostly quiet. If RBF was a thing back then, I would have been the poster child for it. I was known to be a bit nerdy, so it wasn't a surprise when he sat right next to me, chatting it up. He went on to tell me how I looked like I could be a Victoria's Secret model and I was one of the prettiest girls in school and blah, blah, blah. He then asked if he could copy my answers. I smiled and said, sure, give me a few minutes and I'll show you my answer sheet. He grinned and twirled around in his seat, fidgeting with his pencil, making absolutely no effort in taking the test. I look up and whisper, done, hurry up and copy. With no hesitation, he hurried, copied my work. I told him to walk away first so it wouldn't be suspicious. He did. As he was leaving, he did a weird salute and laughed at the other students still taking the exam. As soon as the door shut, erased the answers I gave him and filled in the correct answers. I turned to my work shortly after. The teacher said she would take a week to grade them. During the week, Eric didn't say hi to me at all. When he did look in my direction, he would elbow to his friends and laugh at me. I couldn't wait until he got his results. The day finally came. The teacher handed us back our graded test, and the way he stood up shocked in F and ran over to me to see my A+ grade, it was chef's kiss. Wow. I really didn't think that this was what I thought it was. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. See, I thought it was a thing where they were dating and she found out about this whole thing, and then, she set it up and was just like, oh yeah, he has a girlfriend. But look, pretend like you don't know about this conversation and then turn his ass down. Just turn him down and dump him hard, and then, we can watch him fail. That's what I thought it was. But mans was just cheating on a test and just being stupid. So it's like, okay. I mean, that is some petty revenge. I give it to you on that one. But hey, he motherfucking deserved it. I ain't gonna lie to you on that one. Yeah, he deserved that one. Let's just keep it under OP. Like, he deserved that shit. If I heard it, think that quickly on the fly, hey, give it to you, girl. But okay. All right. When I read the title, I was thinking something totally different. Totally different. All right, let's get on to our next one then. I think my girl is cheating, but I have no proof. Oh, man.
She belongs to the streets.
Me and my girlfriend have been together for almost 3 years now. In a few months, we have a very active sexual life, as you would call it. It has never stopped since it started. Recently, in the past month now, I've come to notice that when we're about to fuck, her clit is always sensitive. From my experience with her, that usually starts to happen after she has bust her nut. Just like me, after I come, my dick is sensitive for a few hours till the feeling fades. I know her pretty well. We spend every day together, and I'm constantly eating her out. The only place she's at prior to me eating her out is work. She comes home and showers, and I usually wait for her to come out so I can play with her. On the weekends, she's off, and On the weekends, she's off, and when we first go to play, she's never sensitive until I make her nut, and then she's all tingly and whatnot. The other day, I jumped to conclusions right before I put my mouth on her, and she said that she was sensitive again, so I accused her of cheating on me with someone at work. She had this nervous laugh to her when I started pointing out some details, and that she tried to hug me like, babe, I'm not cheating, while nervously laughing. She couldn't even make eye contact and kept looking left after saying she wasn't doing anything. It doesn't feel right at all. Her body language said it all. She even admit to me that she laughs when she's nervous, and it's actually quite common. Crazy part is she asked me for kids and marriage, and we live together. I will never get proof of what I'm trying to find here because I don't work there and I've never been inside. She has mentioned some man's name to me, but apparently it's all been work talk or small talk. I don't know if I was accused of something I didn't do, wouldn't have a nervous laugh. I'd actually be pretty upset about it. What do you guys think? I'm losing my mind, but I also trust my gut instincts. I've been down this path before where I was cheated on, so I'm no saint either, but also no idiot. The only reason I'm here is because I don't want to bring this drama to my family, even though I live with her family. And I kind of got loud the other day. Fuck my life. I was pissed. And anyway, I'd rather get an answer from people who have no problem being honest with me on the internet than have closed ones lie. Damn. I mean, you didn't check her phone? You know? Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of times when it comes to relationships, I'm at the thought process, I guess you would say, of, look, if you're gonna cheat, you're gonna cheat regardless, and I'm just gonna trust you to do what you're gonna do. And it is what it is. Like, if I find out, then I find out. A lot of times I don't really care to go off like little hunches and all that kind of stuff, because at the end of the day, it's just too, like, I guess it's just too stressful. You know what I mean? Constantly thinking about your partner, if they're cheating or not, and this and that. Like, I just think it's just too stressful and it's too much. And I already got enough going on during the day, you know what I mean? Than rather be thinking about if you're cheating on me or not. Because it's like, if you are, then it's like, okay, cool, bye. You know what I mean? And a lot of times you can really tell just by how they hang out with you. And how they are around you. And I think that's kind of what he's getting. He's just like, you're acting different and you're acting weird. You know what I mean? Why are you acting different? Why are you acting weird? Because you never acted like this before, and now all of a sudden you are. So that kind of pushes him to believe that she's cheating. So it makes sense. But again, you have no proof. So it's like, fuck, what am I to do? My biggest thing is, if you feel the need, I guess just check her phone and, be like, hey, let me see what's going on here. And if you don't find anything there, I would just kind of let it go. And, you know what I mean? If you check her phone and you don't find anything, then, and she actually is cheating, then it's just like, well, you're going to have to figure that one out, because you guys are living together. So that's going to be tough. You're going to have to find another place to stay, and you're going to have to do, a little more to kind of deal with this situation if she actually is cheating. But yeah, dude, ooh, I don't know, man. That one is tough. Like I said, I think it's just a thing where you know her the best and you know what she's like. And if she is not normal, like, if she's not acting like she normally does and she's kind of acting a little weird, I'm sure you'd be able to pick that out. And I think that's what it was. I don't know, just because her coochie was sensitive, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? Like that could have been anything. She could have just been thinking about, like, damn, when I go home, he's gonna do this and do that. You know what I mean? So she's probably just thinking about it, and it might have just happened. I don't know. A lot of shit could happen, and it could make her that way. Maybe she was just ready to go, because you did say, you guys' sex life was great, and it seems like it is. So it's like, since the sex life is great, I guarantee you she's probably thinking about it when she is on her way home, like, oh shit, I can't wait to get out of the shower because he's about to eat this coochie. I'm about to bust a nut, he's about to give me that dick, da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? So it might put her in the mood, and then she's like ready to go. Or it was a thing, she might have been diddling a little bit in the shower to get ready for you. That could be a thing too. I don't know. There's a lot of ways you could take it, man. There's a lot of ways you can take it. Going to cheating is kind of crazy, just because you maybe heard about a coworker. I don't know. You guys help me out. What should he do? If you were in this situation, what would you do? Because I know if I was in this situation, I would kind of just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it And if, down the road I find out, damn, she was cheating on me the whole time, well, fuck, it hurts, it sucks. You know what I mean? I'm distraught and depressed. It is what it is, but I'm going to deal with it and eventually get over it, because it's all you can really do. I'm not going to be stressed about it in the moment, especially if I have no proof. And you know what I mean? I don't know if it's real or not, because it's like he said, he doesn't want to stir up the pot and then find out, oh, she wasn't cheating. And then now she kind of looks at it like, damn, you don't trust me. Damn, it's messed up. Like, damn, we're supposed to be in a relationship. Damn, you know what I mean? So, that's a tough one, Chief. You guys let me know what you would do in that situation. What advice would you give him? How would you go about it? Because, yeah, that's tough, brother. That's tough. Hopefully she's not. Hopefully she's not cheating. Hopefully she don't.
She belongs to the streets.
Hopefully she don't. We'll see. All right. On to our next one. Is it cheating if my 22 female husband, 31 male, likes his friend's 29 females lewd post? Uh-oh. That's not bueno. Am I in the wrong for not wanting him to be friends with her anymore? For context, my husband's female friend runs a OnlyFans account and posts some of the lewd selfies on Instagram. Uh-oh. My husband has been liking those selfies, and when I found out, I told him it makes me uncomfortable. He got mad and says it's just a friend supporting a friend, and it's not inappropriate because she doesn't ever post full naked pictures, just lewds. He's since deleted his Instagram, but remains friends with her on Facebook and talks with her. I've met this girl in person once before, and she's never told me about him liking or following her lewd content, so I feel that she covers for him, which makes me feel even more weird. I've also found out since then he had a hidden folder and backed up images on his cloud of her lewd pictures in lingerie on his phone, along with some of the other women's lewd photos and selfies, who he says he doesn't know them personally. Yeah, but you know your friend personally, and that's kind of sus there, friend. Since then, I've asked him to stop communicating with her, and he gets so mad and says it doesn't matter because she's a friend and lives a couple hours away from him, so they don't see each other much anyways. But I also don't have the same days off as them, so I've been feeling weird about that too. Am I in the wrong for feeling like he's being suspicious, and am I in the wrong for being upset that he's still friends with her? Am I wrong for asking him to stop being friends with her? I don't know how to feel anymore, but it scares me and I want other opinions. Ooh, now look, if it was just some random Instagram chicks, okay, I'd have been like, girl, shut up. Get over it. Because it's random chicks, who cares? And again, I've always said this. Ladies, just because your dude is liking a girl's picture on Instagram, it don't mean that she's going to look through her thousands of likes and choose your man and be like, oh my God, I want to talk to him. Trust me, it ain't going to happen. These types of chicks get thousands on thousands of likes and messages and propositions and can I take you out and rate my penis and all this stuff. They get all this crap. They get thousands of this stuff. There's no way they're gonna pick your guy out of thousands of dudes. Stop it. All right, your guy ain't that hot shit. Sorry to say, she's not going to. So if it's just some random bitch, who cares? But I get this situation is different because he knows the girl and he's seen her in real life. He can talk to her. There's a possibility that they can be doing, content. You know what I mean? So I understand why you would feel the way you feel with this girl. And if I'm being honest with you, I think that's a little warranted. Because there's just too much opportunity for them to actually do something. Sure, it may not be like a relationship thing. It may not be a like, oh my God, I love you better than my girl kind of thing. It may not even be a thing where, they want to date. It's just opportunity. It's just like, oh, she maybe just in her feels one day. Like, you know what? Like, damn. Hey, you want to do something for my page? Like, like you've always been a good friend to me. You always support me and stuff. Like, would you want to be in my shit? You want to take pictures of me? You know what I mean? Because it could easily start with that. It just starts with taking pictures, and then out of nowhere, she's slobbing on the cob, and then stuff happens, So I can understand that. And that's why I think that she's not in the wrong for the friend. For the other random bitches, girl, get over that shit. But for this girl, yes, I would be like, stop talking to this girl because you know her. You know what I mean? It's not just porn at that point. It's not just a fantasy. It's not just it's online. You know what I mean? Like there's real life, like this girl, he actually has an opportunity to be doing things with this girl. Like I said, with the other Instagram chicks, it's not going to happen. They get thousands and thousands of messages and all that kind of shit. But with this girl, it's different because he knows her. And so shit could happen with this girl. So in the sense of, are you in the wrong for not wanting him to talk to that girl? 100%. Like, you are not in the wrong for that. But you are in the wrong for all the other chicks. Like, who cares about all the other girls? Like, it is what it is. Like, I guarantee you he's DM'd a few of them, and they ain't DM'd back. Let's be honest here. I'm just saying. Like, let's be real. But, yeah, that is a tough situation. And, like I said, I don't think you're in the wrong. Not at all. I think that he shouldn't be talking to that girl. And I get it. It's going to be tough for him because... in a way, like, let's be honest, in a way, he's kind of like, man, being friends with the OnlyFans girl is only a matter of time before she lets your boy, smack cheeks. Like it's only a matter of time, So, with it only being a matter of time, it's kind of like... it will get to a point when that does happen, and then he's gonna come home, and you might find out about it or whatever the case may be. And then I guarantee you, she doesn't talk to you about him liking the lewd pictures and all that kind of stuff, just because she doesn't want to fuck it up. You know what I mean? She's just like, why bring all that shit up? I know she doesn't like it. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments, man, because that is a very different scenario. It's tough. And I think what makes it tough is the fact that it's like she is an OF model. Or I wouldn't say model, but she is an OF girl. And there is just far too much potential. All right. On to our next one. A girlfriend is currently cheating on me on Snapchat and doesn't know that I know. Damn. And see... that's why if a girl's got Snapchat, nah, I ain't going anywhere with you. I ain't doing shit with you. I'm not doing nothing with you. I'm not dating you. What are we talking about here? Snapchat is the biggest cheater app on the planet, aside from Instagram, which is crazy to me. Man, like you would think these just harmless little apps, like, oh yeah, I just talk to my friends and I see their stories, cheating, fucking cheating. It's crazy. Okay. A friend of mine I know, smallish town so people know each other, sent me a Snapchat screenshot of what my girlfriend is sending him. They go to the same gym, so I go to a different one. And he basically came clean to me and actually called me to tell me about it, then texted me the screenshots of the pictures she was sending him and what she's saying to him. He said at first he obviously was into it, but that his consent got the best of him, and he sort of always looked up to me. He's 25, I'm 28, so he had to come clean. Made me sick to my stomach and made me hate her at first, but she's crazy hot, like a fitness model body, and the sex is so good that I ended up not bringing it up the next few times we hung out because, the sex is just great. And now it gets worse. I told him to keep it going and to keep telling me what's going on, basically. He was sort of confused, but agreed. Most dudes would, like I said, she's fucking hot. Oh, okay. And he now sends me updates every few days, and I don't know even if I get mad anymore. It sort of just turns me on at this point. Do I end it or should I keep enjoying it? I don't want to come clean that I know about it with her and that I basically want her to keep doing it since I get off on it now just to look like a cuck / loser and have her dump me or not be into it. Sort of want to stay together but don't trust her, and I refuse to be the one who gets dumped here. I mean, it's either you end it and just walk away from her, or you get dumped regardless, bro. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, even if you don't ever tell her any of this, you know, you don't tell her nothing about it, she's just going to leave you and then probably go date your friend, or leave you, try to date your friend, and then your friend is just like, oh, look, no, I can't do that because he knew about all the messages and da-da-da, and then she's just going to go find another guy. Like, let's be honest here, bro. The only way that you're coming out of this where you don't get dumped or you don't get left is if you say, hey, I know what you've been doing. I see these messages, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Like, what are we going to do about it? It's either you stop doing it or I leave. You know what I mean? And she's probably just going to be like, well, bye then, nigga. You know? And then hopefully your friend doesn't date her. I mean, he might. You know, if she's as hot as you say she is, he might, be like, look, man, I'm just going to try to get some booty real quick. You know, I might get some booty for a while and then I'll leave her, and then he might never even leave her. And then, you're kind of just stuck seeing your friend fucking your ex-girl. That sucks too. Why? Because you let them continue. Like the moment you saw this, you kind of should have brought it up and been like, yo, what the heck is this? What's going on? You know what I mean? Like, just maybe in a concerning way, not really like a mad, like, oh, you could have just been like, hey, what the fuck is going on? What's up with this? Like, do you not love me anymore? Do you not care about me anymore? Like, what's going on? Did I do something? Like you could have just talked to her and then you could have kind of squashed it right then and there, possibly. I don't know. But at the same time, you could have got dumped right then and there. I don't know. That sucks, dude. Either that, or what you can do is you can just put this girl in the sex only category, you get you some sex out of her, and then on the side you be trying to find you another girl. You play her game, because that's what she's doing. She having sex with you. She's in the relationship with you. But, she's got her little side. And I guarantee you it's not just her friend. Oh, I guarantee you it's not just your friend. I guarantee you it's other guys too. And that's woo. That's what really sucks. Is that it might not only be your friend. It is, Snapchat's a big place, and she's really attractive. So I'm sure she gets proposition like, hey, what's your name? You got a girl, you got a boyfriend? Oh, you don't? Oh, shit, can I get your Snapchat? Da, 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 da. Like, let's be honest here, man. So, yeah. My advice to you, keep getting some coochie from her, but on the side, find you a girl. And then when you find you a girl, kick her to the curb like a piece of chicken grease. Because I think that's the only thing that you'll listen to realistically. Because I don't think you're going to just leave her. Fuck no. You won't do that. You won't just leave her. You're not going to do that. And I already know that you're not going to do that. Because if you were actually going to do that, you wouldn't even written this post. You wouldn't have. If you wanted to leave her, this post wouldn't exist. So keep getting some Gucci, find you a girl on the side, and then when you do, kick her to the curb and be with that girl, and then continue life on. You know what I mean? Because I guarantee you, your friend is not the only guy she's talking to. It is what it is, and
she belongs to the streets,
sadly. But that's going to go ahead and be today's episode, man. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Let me know what you guys think about all the scenarios we gone over and even the thread. Again, what's something that you regret finding out, man? I know I got a lot of shit that I regret finding out. Oh, Jesus. I ain't going to get into it, though. But again, thank you guys so much for all the support. If you got this far in the episode, thank you so much. I love you all. I appreciate everything that you guys have been doing as far as downloading, rating, and following us on socials. I will have an announcement pretty soon. I don't know if I want to make the announcement now or I might make it next week. I'll probably make it next Sunday. Next Sunday, I have an announcement, and I will make it then. And so look out for that. Love you guys all. I'll see you later, and peace.